Good afternoon, everybody. How you guys doing? This is good old Grandmaster here, and you're watching the Anonymous Liberty Media on YouTube. You can also check me out on the podcast, the Anonymous Liberty Media podcast, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Overcast, Radio Republic, Pocket Cast, and Stitcher. And you can also check me out on Bullhorn here pretty soon. And it's a new platform. It's kind of like Anchor, but it's about 30%. So, in today's video, we're going to talk about what's crazy going on today. Wow. Liz Heaven did a video on what's happening on UK. Now, there's a post on Twitter. It's from the Berkshire Police Department in the UK, saying that report any post, even if it's not a hate speech. Hate must not be tolerated in Berkshire. So I'm sitting here thinking, now the UK have their own version of see something, say something. Now, this is where it gets really funky. Funky, not fucky. Funky. This whole entire see something, say something. Even here in the United States, it's really fucked up. Really fucked up. I mean, literally fucked up. Because for example, if somebody is working on their car, okay, for example, and all of a sudden somebody sees you working on your car, they're going to assume you're stealing the car, your own car, for Christ's sakes, okay? And they're not going to care because I didn't know he was working on their car. There's a story a couple years ago that a black guy was working on his car, and a white lady saw, and in her mind, he's stealing a car. And actually, factually, he was working on his car. The lady assumed he was stealing the car. He was accused of stealing his own car. The lady comes up and goes, "I'm sorry, officer, I was profiling." That tells it right there. Even if the comment is not hate speech, it must be reported. If you feel offended by it, report it. Whoever in the Berkshire Police Department thought of this shit must get kicked in the fucking nuts. Okay? Now, when can we just grow up? Okay, grow the fuck up and realize some of you are left-wing, ball-gargling, cock-slunking button munchers who thinks, well, I'm offended by anything that's posted. No, you're not. You're saying you're offended because you want to get involved in this so-called fake movement thing here. It's a fake movement thing here. Even though it's dying down, somebody wants to keep it going. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. You don't need this shit. Why do you need it? You don't need it. I mean, literally. I mean, look. This is how I feel about it, okay? I'm going to be completely honest here. Completely honest. We're almost 2018 is almost over. Okay? 2018 is almost over. Okay? We're in September. Okay? October, November, December. Guess what? January 2019. We're only 4 months away to the new year. Okay? Only 4 months away to the new year. That's right. We are in September. September, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? When can people just realize it's over? It's fucking over. And 2016 was 2 years ago. Okay? It's been 2 years ago since the election. And so, how about a lot of you dumbasses on the left? Okay, I'm saying to everybody on the left who wants to keep this bashing going, but even though some of them are realizing they're looking like asses doing it. They're realizing that it's not going anywhere. It ain't leading to anywhere. It ain't going nowhere. Okay. Chris Tonto Peranto was banned from Twitter because he was pointing out a statement that Obama claimed that he killed bin Laden. And twice he pointed to the person that really fired the shot that killed bin Laden in 2011. And because Obama is a glory hound. He wants to take credit for everything that, or anybody that, basically Obama wants to take credit for things done by somebody else that he didn't actually do. Obama didn't fire the shot that killed bin Laden because he wasn't there. He's just the dumb guy that went up to the podium and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, bin Laden's dead." The whole country went fucking nuts. Went fucking nuts. So, when Chris Tonto Peranto made this correction, Twitter didn't like that. The left doesn't like anybody correcting them because they cannot handle it. They hate being corrected, period. They don't like being corrected. They don't like the proof that's in the pudding being put in their face, under their nose, so they can smell the truth and the facts here. But there are some dumbasses who believe, well, Obama killed bin Laden. No, bitch. He's taking credit for killing bin Laden. Okay? Here's a little example. The Limburg baby. J. Edgar Hoover took credit for that, even though he didn't really find the baby. Okay? It was the local police that found the baby's body. Hoover didn't do shit. He was in D.C. He was in D.C. John Dillinger's death. Hoover took credit for that. Did he fire the shot? Fuck no. He didn't fire the fucking shot. when Melvin Purvis took the shot that killed John Dillinger, everybody, the guy took credit for it. He fired the shot. Melvin Purvis killed John Dillinger. But guess who was jealous? Guess who was jealous? J. Edgar Hoover. He was jealous. He wanted to be the main guy, the guy that ran the country behind the scenes, because he had dirt on everybody. Now this is what Obama did. He took credit on the shot, claiming that he took credit for killing bin Laden, which he never did. He never fired the shot because he was in D.C. like a dick. Then took credit for how the economy is now, because here's the thing. Obama's taking the playbook from J. Edgar Hoover. He's trying to take credit for what's happening now. The motherfucker hasn't been in office in 2 years. Did he bring back companies to the United States? No. They all left overseas, and which left over what 10% of people unemployed for 8 years. Fuck that shit. He didn't fucking do that. Did he drop unemployment for blacks, Hispanics, and Asians? Fuck no, he didn't do that. The reason he came back because he felt like, I need to come back because I need to take credit for things that Trump did. He's a dumb motherfucker. Did Obama bring back companies and invest in bring back trains to the United States? No, he did not. No, he did not. Did he give the middle class a tax cut? No, he did not. He gave it to the rich. He left the middle class and the blue collar workers to hold the bag. They paid the taxes and did all the work while the rich went off to the bank. This motherfucker should go back under his rock. Because a lot of his shit has been, I say, redone. What legacy does he have now? Let's see, NDAA, Fast and Furious, Benghazi. Then he says Benghazi is a conspiracy theory. No, bitch, it was on your fucking watch. When there was help being asked, who denied it? You and Hillary. So you gotta think, why would he come out of his, why would he come out of his hole for? He ain't a hedgehog. He came out because he felt jealous. Jealous! The motherfucker's jealous of Trump. This guy is jealous of Trump because here the president himself, he's doing things that not even a president like Obama, Bush, Clinton, Bush, or, of course Reagan would partially, Carter, Ford, Nixon, Johnson, Eisenhower, Truman, Roosevelt, and so on, and whatever do. The deep state is trying to figure out how to stop this guy. The media can handle it because CNN has no credibility. They lost viewership. They ain't got the numbers of what Fox News got. They ain't got the numbers of what InfoWars got. Okay, because of CNN's losing control and credibility and viewership, they're pushing this agenda of removing conservatives off the internet, removing conservatives off Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. anything they could think of, because CNN cannot handle it, and they know they cannot handle it. They signed two people, Ashton Cooper and Chris Cuomo, to multi-million-dollar contracts, but guess what? The network is still sinking. Okay? They're still sinking. And they spent... Oh, man. I'm going to ask you guys a question. How come CNN spent $18 million? Okay, this is $18 million. Okay, and I kid you not, this is $18 million they spent on a show for Anderson Cooper on Facebook Live called Full Circle Means Circle Jerking 101, which it had no viewers, but they spent $18 million. Here's how you do it. Okay? Go on to Facebook. You hit live. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta spend. You don't have to spend. Not even that much money. Just hit live, and you're good. Why spend $18 million on Facebook Live on a program called Full Circle, aka Circle Jerking? It ain't that very hard. All you gotta do, go on your device, go on your Facebook, hit live, and you're good. You ain't got to spend $18 million. It's very easy to do. And it's not really a program if you're going to waste people's time. You know, and what's funny is that they edited the comment section that they didn't hear anybody's comment or any questions and shit. And the viewership, it was at 5,000 and then dropping. They're trying everything in their power, to get some viewership because they're losing. They're losing now morning, noon, afternoon, and nighttime. Morning, noon, afternoon, really bad. Nighttime is where it gets really, really bad. Because even if they're late in the evening, I'm saying between 11 and 5. No, 11 and 3. Those hours really suck too. So, 1,010,000 people. CNN has not made the top 5 at all. Period. So, you gotta ask yourself, wonder. Think about it. Okay, wonder. How far are they going to go? Okay. Brian Stetler, Mr. Smiling Vagina himself, his show, Reliable Source. What a dumb name for a show that has... What a dumb name for a show that has no sources. And why sign two guys to a multi-million-dollar contract deal with the network? They're losing money. They're losing viewership. They're losing credibility. And they have 1,010,000 people watching this network. They dropped out of the 5. Okay, they totally dropped out of the top 5. They're around between number 7 and 8. Now, it'd be fucking hilarious if they dropped out of the top 10. Period. Because how can you say we're the reliable source, we're the most reliable news, when you can't prove it, because you can't prove it, because 90% of the time you, the network, are bashing Trump. Period. Why? Instead of 90% of bashing the president, how about figure out a way to pull yourself out of the bottom of the list. You're like in the bottom of the ratings ocean right now. At the very bottom of the ratings ocean at number 7. You need to pick yourself up. You gotta fire the guy that's head of the network, because he's making your network look like crap, because he has an idea. Let's all keep the Trump bashing going. This is why the network is not doing good. 90% of the time they are bashing the president, calling him racist, sexist, misogynist, xenophobe, whatever it is that they're calling him. And it's like they're further dropping down the ratings. And that's what's making it worse, because they're constantly bashing the president. Day after day after day after day. Week after week after week. Stop it. Stop it. Because you're not doing yourself any favors. You're not doing yourself any good by constantly... it could be CBS. It could be ABC. It could be NBC. It could be the BBC. It could be the New York Times, the LA Times, the Chicago Sun Times, the Sacramento Bee, whatever, or MSNBC, and still bash the guy. But you're losing credibility when you constantly bash the president. You constantly have... look at Jim Acosta. Constantly doing stupid shit. Constantly doing stupid shit. Then when he's caught and when he's scolded for it, he goes on to CNN saying, well, the White House doesn't respect freedom of the press. And his colleagues are looking at him like, motherfucker, you're making us look bad with your fucking actions here. Other reporters are looking at this guy like, dude, you're making a mockery of journalism with your actions, you dumb fuck. You have veterans in the business. In the business. There's one guy that's at the White House every day. Whenever you see Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and the guy, he ain't biased. He's constantly down the middle, whether you're a president from the GOP or the Democrat Party. And he's been around for a long, long time. And always polite guy, always a nice guy, polite to other people, fellow journalists. But there's some journalists that's new in the game are going along with the bashing of the president recently, okay, for 2 years, constantly bashing that guy. So it's really getting out of hand. Really getting out of hand constantly, every single time. And it breaks my heart to say this, because I have respect for journalists. I have respect for the people that have been in it for decades, been in it for 20, 25, 30, 40 years in the business. And then you have some that have been in the business for a good 5, 10, 15 years, but still don't know how to separate real journalism and entertainment. Because if you look at, again, CNN and MSNBC and ABC and CBS, constantly trying to find a way to discredit certain people. Totally discredit everybody. But if you really think about why are they doing this? Well, not think, but wondering why they're doing this. Okay, we all know why. We all know why. Okay, we all watched the election. We all see Hillary get slaughtered in the election. Okay. California, I mean, we all knew California was going to go to Hillary. Period. Okay, Hillary was a big... Took California, got 55... got 55 electoral votes. That was it. She got it. Boom, done. But it wasn't enough. It was never enough. It was not enough to... it was never enough to get the victory. Okay, now, when you look at, for 2 years, and now social media has really gone berserk. I'm saying Silicon Valley has screwed themselves royally up the bunghole, if you wish. Not wait, but see. And here's a veteran, Chris Tonto Peranto, who was in Benghazi fighting the terrorists, where 4 people died. He asked for the Ambassador Stevens asked for help. He asked for help. Did he get it? No. Who denied it? Hillary and Obama did. And I'm seeing here that when you think about this, the UK's new version of see something, say something, it's like, here in the Bridgewater Police, if you see any posts on any platform and you feel offended, even though it's not a hate speech, report it. Dude, you're censoring free speech even in your own country. What the hell, man? You're like, holy shit. It does not make any... It makes it worse. It makes it worse. Makes it damn worse, man. You know, like, nobody's thinking. Nobody's thinking. Like, dude, Tommy Robinson went to jail. He was arrested but not charged. But didn't appear in court, but went to prison. Went to prison. Didn't go to court, but was in prison. He was transported to different prisons because they wanted him silenced. You know, they had him in one prison where it was controlled by Muslim gangs. You know, they were wanting to kill this guy because he was outspoken against what's happening in the judicial system in the UK. And we were all worried about the guy. You know, he was part of the rebel media that's based in Canada. You know, Lauren Southern was banned from the UK because of what she represented. She was a media lady. Check, you know, she's 24. She worked for rebel media with Faith Golden, with Faith Goldie, and with Gavin McGinnis, who still works for rebel media. And I mean, you look at CNN. They pushed their agenda to remove Alex Jones from YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Apple, Spotify, Pinterest. Pinterest was not even part. I mean, shit. You know, and then Alex Jones went to other platforms. Minds, BitChute, Bullhorn. You know, I have BitChute, Bullhorn, and Minds. I even got a podcast. I'm on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Castbox, Breaker, Google Podcast. I'm on Overcast, Radio Republic, Pocket Cast, and Stitcher. I have the Anonymous Liberty Media podcast on these platforms. I'm also on Anchor FM. Anchor.fm. I have a podcast. And what's cool about the podcast is podcasts cannot be regulated, but can be removed. See, if I pull the same stuff that what happened with Alex Jones, I'm afraid my podcast could be bye-bye. I'm on different podcast platforms, from Apple Podcasts to Spotify to Castbox to Google Podcasts to Breaker, Overcast, Radio Republic, Pocket Cast, and now on Stitcher. Nine different podcast platforms, and I do it quite a bit. I do it a lot. So far, I'm at episode 50. Was it 52 or 53 on the Anonymous Liberty Media podcast, and I'm also on Bullhorn. So I'll be doing Bullhorn here later on this week, and just amazing. I love this. I love doing this because I love to inform people and share the message, what people needs to know. And what I also love to do is that there's an app. If you have an Android device, let's see here. This is the Geek app. This is the Geek app. Okay, here's over here. Facebook is building a 1,553-mile undersea cable to boost internet speeds in Argentina. Giant trap to deploy and catch plastic littering the Pacific Ocean. Hashtag towing iceberg. An engineering firm wants to tow icebergs thousands of miles from Antarctica to quench the driest area of the world. And it's starting with Dubai. This is the Geek app. This is 3.0. Sorry. I had the Geek app 1 and 2.0. But Google didn't like the people that ran in Google, the app store, the app store, whatever, didn't like they thought the Geek app was about, this will teach you how to hack. No, the Geek app is a tech news. It's news. I like tech news. And you ain't got it on the Apple device. I mean, Apple won't allow it. Apple won't allow it. But you can get it on the Android device. Hopefully that it stays, because Geek app 3.0 nerd stuff and news will be good for everybody. Because the Geek app is not just news; it is tech news. It's news for the soul and the mind. Now, before I go, I just want to say you guys have been really awesome, really, really awesome, and I am so happy and glad to do this for 8 years, for 8 years. And happy about it. Love to. I enjoy this every day. Love doing this every day. Sometimes I'll take a couple days off from doing it because I kind of want to take some rest time on my podcast. So I really enjoy this. Really, I mean, this is just like awesome to do. But I do want to say to my subscribers and my viewers, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for subscribing and watching my videos. You guys make my day. Every day, every week, every month, every year for 8 years. Thank you so much. And I do appreciate it very much. Awesome. You guys are awesome. And just want to say, if you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and don't forget to hit the bell for notification. And please share this video. And if you got this transmission, you are the resistance. Remember, knowledge is free. It will always be free. Peace out. Reverend out.